And I just wanted to play out that sweet intro. This is the 2008-2009 Pro League. Hello everybody, this is Cholera, and I am bringing you a single game casted in the series between STX Soul and Samson Khan, played a few days ago, Tuesday, November 18th, 2008. This is Firebathero versus Cal. And of course I'm casting this game because both players have been proven to be quite good. Now, this is a spoiler for those who haven't watched the MSL recently, but both were knocked out of the MSL in the round of 8 and round of 4, respectively. Cal was knocked out by Jangbi, Firebathero knocked out by Bisu, quite emphatically, may I say. Just completely wiped out by Bisu, in fact, 3-0, I believe. And Cal was beaten quite solidly by Jangbi also. However, both of these players are quite top players. Both of these teams, of course, are very strong teams. Samson Khan winning the last Pro League. And by the way, the 2008-2009 Pro League is its own season. Sorry, I did get it wrong on my introduction to the Pro StarCraft video I made. The 2008 Pro League is over, and this is a completely new season, not the second half of the 08 season. Of course, Samson Khan won the 2008 Pro League, so certainly, and Firebathero was certainly one of the players who played in their final match, so certainly they're a very strong team. Here is the map Destination. Firebathero spawning at the 11 o'clock position, and Size Cal spawning in yellow at the 5 o'clock location. Destination is definitely a very interesting map. By the way, for those of you who think that my voice is a little bit different, it's because I broke yet another microphone, being the brilliant person I was, and so this is a new mic again. I think this is my 4th one since doing commentaries. And looks like that's a picture of a carrier, a Reaver, and High Templar, I'm going to guess. Interesting little photo there. Sorry, picture there. Firebathero has been, of course, playing very aggressively against Protoss. Previously, he was very poor against Protoss. In fact, his statistics still show that he's weak against Protoss, although recently he's been doing better, I suppose, in the MSL. He is 42% Terran versus Protoss, by far his weakest lineup. Cal is pretty darn good against Terran. He's 60% against Terran. His best matchup is actually against Zerg, but I expect Cal still to have a slight advantage, even though Firebathero has sort of reinvented his Terran versus Protoss game. What he's been doing is going for very aggressive pushes. He's not playing for a macro game. Every game he plays, including those that he beat, for example, Much, Bisu, and Tempest were players he beat on the way to the round of 8 of the MSL. Bisu, of course, beat him again. But in those games, Firebathero won because of naked aggression. He would go for things like SCV, bunker rushes. He would go for quick vultures, two-fact pushes, all sorts of things to try to shut down the Protoss' economy. But when he finally faced Bisu, Bisu beat him because he fought fire with fire. Bisu didn't go for 14 Nexus. He didn't go for gateway, 2 gateways into expansion. He went for Reaver drops. He went for proxies. He fought aggression with aggression, and it worked out very well. So we'll see what happens here. Cal, of course, a very strong player, certainly beating Stork in the MSL, and that certainly shows a lot of strength there, and was beaten by Jangbi, but Jangbi, of course, was playing very well. Looks like Cal's actually putting a pylon there in the north side of his base, perhaps going to try to hide some tech there, if possible. And Destination, such a complicated map, like I was saying. Oh, Probe doing low damage to SCV. SCV's still going to get up in the ramp, though, but Cal trying his best to try to put some damage on it so it can't scout as freely as it would otherwise. That Dragoon's also going to be out soon. Like I was saying, Destination is a very interesting map. You have that mineral patch that leads to a back area of the base, sort of the back door. There's an expansion there at the 12 and at the 6 o'clock locations. That can be an avenue of attack. Also, there is a space back there that's excellent for sneaking either tanks or High Templar to harass the opponent's mineral expansion there. Sorry, the workers on the mineral expansion, rather, and that's a really powerful place to go for harassments. SCV with only 10 hit points left is probably gonna get chased out pretty soon. Firebathero, interesting enough, bring a Marine forward. I think he's trying to intercept a scouting probe if there is any, and looks like the SCV is probably gonna get killed by the probe. Nice. Man probe there by Cal. Firebathero is not going to see what Cal's doing inside his base. Firebathero also checking the back of his base smartly. I think he's wondering if there is any proxy robotics facility or proxy gateways back there. Looks like he's actually going to be going for a one-fact build here. So far, we haven't seen a second factory, so perhaps thinking about a fast expand. And here is Cal going for the early robotics facility now. And once he's killed Scout off, he's safe to go for this. Firebathero now going for the command center. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a longer game here. Perhaps this is not what Cal expects. Maybe Firebathero is trying to change up his game a little bit, since before all we saw were things like two-fact pushes, and now he's trying to do something different. He's trying to go for a more economy build. Another thing we saw Firebathero do a lot before was vulture drops. He also went for the early starports in those games. But Cal now has position on his own bridges. He still has no idea what's going inside of Firebathero's base. In fact, he's checking for proxies, as is Firebathero. Both players checking for sneaky things. Cal also putting a pylon there at the 3 o'clock location. Probably not going to put anything there because he's already got tech going inside of his base. We'll see if he goes reverse first or goes for an observatory and an expansion. Both are viable options at this point, although I do suspect reavers are probably... Nope! Just as I say that, Nexus goes down. So maybe we are going to see observers first. We'll have to see. And it is the observatory first. But probably followed with reavers to help him defend against a possible two-factory push here. Cal still has no idea what's going on, so he could be expecting that two-fact push, whereas in this case, Firebathero is actually going for the expansion. He's going to be economically ahead a little bit, actually, given the fact he started his command center early. So Cal is going to be slightly behind here economically, so Firebathero may have effectively faked out Cal into thinking he was going for a two-fact push, whereas in reality, of course, he was just going for this fast expand off of one fact. In any case, Cal so far still without a robotic support bay. Firebathero now moving his command center out. I think Cal now knows what the game is going to turn into. It's going to be a longer game here, and I think this is going to benefit Firebathero. Destination really favors the Terran in the mid game, when the Terran can push out and hold those bridges and execute a really nice slow push into the Protoss' base. And the Protoss really finds it very difficult to be able to advance against that across those narrow bridges against siege tanks, mines, and turrets. We're seeing the first observer out, and now Templar Archives, actually. Relatively fast Templar Archives here from Cal, interesting enough. So we'll see what he decides to do with it, if it's just for High Templar, or if he's going to get a couple of DTs also. Observer's going to spot this small army of Firebatheros moving out. Now, Firebathero had problems against Bisu in being over-aggressive when his army wasn't really that big, and he really didn't have an advantage. In fact, several of the games he lost tanks needlessly by pushing out too early, and I wonder if he's going to have the same problem here. Cal knows this is coming with the Observer above there, so he's going to probably position his troops in a good position to intercept those tanks. Meanwhile, throwing up a couple more gateways, and probably going to have DTs out actually relatively soon. I'm not sure if Firebathero has an academy yet, so he might not have any mobile detection at this point. And Firebathero is going for this very aggressive early push here. I just wonder whether this is wise. Okay, now Firebathero moving in. I'm not sure if he has mines. He needs mines to really solidify this push. Taking out one goon already though, and Firebathero is going to try to perhaps set up a siege position and contain outside the bridge here. But no, he's actually going in right now. He's going to go in here, and I don't see Cal with any Dark Templars out. So Firebathero now with mines out. Cal sniping the mines nicely here. Probes pulled off the line though. Firebathero might be able to pick off a lot of these probes. Cal losing his natural expansion, or losing control over his natural expansion. Firebathero doing quite well here. A shuttle was out actually for Cal, and now DT's out for Cal. So those are DTs. He needs to hold this off. I wonder if Firebathero... No, Firebathero does not have any detection. So Firebathero, unfortunately, is going to be pushed off now. So Firebathero is going to have to retreat here. But no, looks like only one DT left. I believe one of them got killed by mines. Firebathero is going to try to lay mines and then use that to hold this this attack off. But looks like Cal trying to go down the ramp here. This mine could go off. Oh my goodness! Mine takes out at least a dozen probes there. Firebathero with a huge lead now in this game. What an amazing mine that was. I think it killed every probe that was trying to go in. But now Cal, I believe, with one DT, possibly two DTs inside Firebathero's base. Oh! Drags a DT into SCVs. Actually, that actually killed off a number of Firebathero's SCVs. So a little bit of tit for tat there. But I still think Firebathero is in the advantage here. Still has the advantage here. Cal with no SCVs as natural. Meanwhile, Firebathero is trying to put up turrets inside of his base. He also has an academy going up. Firebathero planting mines next to the Dark Templar. Dark Templar still having good luck there. No, but not having any more luck there dodging mines, I was going to say. Now he bites it, and the turret isn't even necessary. Now Firebathero, I think, has gotten a little bit of a lead here, although that DT did slow things down inside of Firebathero's base. I think Firebathero still has more workers than Cal after that epic mine splash there, killing off so many of Cal's probes. Really, really nice work there. And Firebathero with the fully upgraded vultures. Cal with a nice tech though. He's got certainly everything needed to push off to push away any kind of push coming from Firebathero. And really, Firebathero is going to have to advance a little bit, I think. He's probably going to rebuild his tank force. But certainly that was an aggressive push by Firebathero. I actually like that push a lot because it really pushed Cal back and it almost took him out. Had it not been for those DTs heroically sacrificing themselves in defense of that base, I think Firebathero would have won that game right there. Had luck been a little bit different, had Firebathero had mines in slightly more lucky positions, those DTs could have gotten taken out. Those tanks would have wiped out the expansion. But hold that thought, Firebathero going in for the harassment again. Firebathero, wow, this is